Yo, what is up guys? Today we're unboxing a true legend, the Sony Ericsson P990i, straight out of 2005. That's right, we're just 7 to 8 months away from this phone turning 20 years old. Absolute madness. Let's dive in. So this phone first came with a BlackBerry Connect leaflet. Hold up, I don't understand this guys. Explain this to me in the comment section please. Then we have a Sony Ericsson PC connectivity leaflet, which is really cool for 2005, I must say, because, you know, who thinks they can connect a phone to the laptop in that age? 6 out of 10 for the mystery nostalgia. Then there was a quick start guide. Did I read it? Eventually. 7 out of 10 for saving me from the SIM card despair that I faced later on. This phone came with a beautiful docking station. This was just glossy, plastic perfection. Proper retro futuristic vibes. I don't know why we don't get docks like this anymore. 10 out of 10. Now the cables and the earphones were actually pretty decent. A USB PC cable as well as one for the wall. The earphones look like something you'd see in a spy movie. 7 out of 10. So guys, the design and build was absolutely amazing. The silver finish came with a QWERTY keyboard. I really love the look of this phone, I really love the vibe of this phone, so that gets a 9 out of 10 from the start. Now let's look at the side features, okay? There was a AT button, probably for the email, there was a memory card slot, and there's a dedicated shutter button. I give this a 7 out of 10 simply for the fact that the shutter button was very difficult to use for the camera, which I will talk about later on. Now, there was a kind of a slide cover button on top of the camera, or a slide cover thing on top of the camera. I don't know how you would describe it. Now the multimedia buttons, we get a play button and we get a scroll button and even a back button. Everything's tactile and everything clicks very well, so it gets 8.5 out of 10 in my book. Now let's talk about the flip down keyboard transformation. Guys, this is peak Sony Ericsson. You flip down the keyboard and boom, the phone changes mode completely like a transformer. It's like Optimus Prime but for texting. I give this 10 out of 10. I mean, the innovation levels for the mid-2000s were just genius. Now guys, this is a safety note. My box came with an expanded battery, which is of course dangerous to use. So if you do get a phone like this, make sure that you swap the battery for something that is not expanded. Now this phone charged very fast guys. I plugged this in and the phone just turned on. I give it a 7 out of 10 because of course the battery life is not great, but the fact that it turns on so quickly is very cool. We move on to the SIM card struggles. Trying to insert a SIM that will work on a 2006 phone is like solving a Rubik's Cube if you know nothing about Rubik's Cubes. But we go from a negative into a positive. I opened this phone guys and I went to the calendar and lo and behold it was 2006. I mean, that just hit different. Try and think, what were you guys doing in 2006? I give it a 9 out of 10 just for that straight time jump. Okay, the stylus. Now the stylus was a very prominent feature of the phone, guys. This is where it gets quite fun, I must say. Right, the resistive touchscreen works without a stylus, but of course the stylus makes it work much more effortlessly. The handwriting recognition was surprisingly solid. It was slow. It wasn't as accurate as I thought it would be, but it was a good precursor to the Galaxy Note. So for that innovative feature, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Now the gaming experience, oh my god, the gaming experience was definitely very fun. It was responsive, it was stylus friendly, this golf game was very smooth, and it beat the Razer version 3's game library by a mile. It was fun. Now the Office features really surprised me. It came with a PDF reader, a notepad, handwriting input. Bro, this was like a mobile Palm Pilot. 9 out of 10 for being such a productivity beast. Okay, we have to go onto the camera aesthetics. The camera UI was definitely quite cool with the lens slide. Cooler still was the keyboard lighting up. I really missed that. But the camera quality, 2 megapixels for a flagship was underwhelming. There was reviews at the time that were slating this. Right, for a Sony Ericsson phone, you expect more than 2 megapixels. Okay, it gets a 5 out of 10. It gets the job done, but barely. It's very pixelated. The photos, not very good quality. The usability also leaves a lot to be desired. Trying to take a picture on this is like, it's just so difficult. You want to take a picture, it'll record a video. You want to take a video, it records a picture. I was beefing with this UI the whole time. The usability was horrendous. I can't even give it a 1.5 out of 10. Alright guys, now we move on to the star of the show, which is the Stylus handwriting. Now, I was expecting a lot here, and unfortunately it wasn't too accurate, as you can tell. I don't know if it's just my bad handwriting, but sometimes it got it completely wrong. I can see this as an innovative feature. I can see this as groundbreaking technology for 2005, and as a potential precursor to the Samsung Galaxy Note. But it is so frustrating to use, and I cannot imagine anybody writing a long message with this thing. I have to go back to the buttons on this phone, which were incredible, which were stunning. The stylus typing, or the stylus writing, whatever you want to call it, it just didn't do it for me. Maybe if your handwriting is better, it will work brilliantly. But for me, guys, I have to give it a 5 out of 10. So you're probably thinking, what is the final verdict? Guys, I have to give this an 8.4 out of 10. The phone is beautiful, it's a stunning device, and using it was fairly simple to do in 2025. I have to go back to what I said earlier, this phone is nearly 20 years old and it does not feel like it at all. While the camera was definitely disappointing and the phone can be a bit clunky, it still was very elegant, and I must say this phone was just miles ahead of its competition. Now, if you guys like reviews like this, then please let me know in the comment section below, and like and subscribe for more.